All right. Just getting set up quick, and then we'll jump on to Keepa. How's it going? How's it going? Make sure I got everything set up. All right. So all right. Maybe wait like another minute or so to let some more people jump on, and then we will go into Keep a Product Finder, try to do some sourcing. All right. Let's see. What categories should we source today? Help narrow it down. Any category that we want to look at today, just let me know in the comments. I will try to go off of that. But let's share my screen quick. Let's see. That one, screen. Okay. All right. So everybody can see that. So let's start at the top here. Basically, keep a product finder. We're going to just go down the line of the things that I normally sort by when I'm going the keep a product finder route, and then hopefully we can narrow it down to maybe a couple hundred products. That's the goal anyway. So depending on, I'm gonna leave I guess depending on which category we're looking for, I'm gonna actually go a little bit wider here. We're not gonna go like clothing or maybe health and household, but I like to pick a different category just to see, you know, just show some variety and try something different. So we're going to keep it pretty wide. We're going to go current sales rank max 150K. You can see there's a ton of products in that category. Or actually, because a lot of times when you go with a little bit higher maximum on your rank, you want to make sure that you do one of the averages and keep that kind of in that same vicinity too, because we don't want to go like, like 75K max, like 90-day, because then that shows you that the rank has gone up, current from where it's currently at to where it was. But you also don't want to leave one of these blank, because if you leave it blank, this could be, 300K in the past, and now it's down to 150, which just means that you see those big spikes, in the Keepa graph. It could just be currently sitting at like 150 when normally it's like up at 300 and then down to 150. And then the average is like, 225, which isn't really a product we want to see. So we want to make the average a little bit lower. We could just do 150. And then just kind of see how many products. Yeah, 3 million products that probably have a super high rank normally. Just currently it's in a down spike. And then that's just going to give us products we don't even care to see. So what we can also do is, if we really wanted to, we could say like the 90-day drop. Actually, that's sales rank. Let's do that in the buy box price first. So I'm actually going to go a little bit higher. I like looking at, when it's certain categories, I like looking at a little bit higher buy box price. So let's try like $30 today. Minimum buy box, $30. That means our max cost is going to be no less than like $14, $13. So we're actually looking at stuff that's, more than a few dollars. Otherwise, it gets hard to find things that are only like max cost $5. So we'll start with 30 here. We don't really need, maybe we'll go upper range like 200, just so we're not looking at anything too crazy. But again, that didn't take away too many products. So let's go. So this 90-day drop percentage, right? We can kind of manipulate this to only look at products that are on the rise in price. We can look at products that are, basically flatlined. But what we want to do is 90-day drop percentage. We'll go like negative. If we go negative, right, that means it's not dropping, it's going up. So if we go like from -1, maybe no, -10 to 0, which means it hasn't dropped really, or if even we want to go like, 2 or 3%, then it's like it's only dropped 3% in the last 90 days. So the price is basically either gone up to 10% in the last 90 days, or it's gone down 3%. So not a crazy movement, right? This is going to look at charts that are pretty stable and keep a price. So something to keep in mind. So we're not going to do Amazon out of stock. We'll modify that down below. But let's keep going down the line here. So again, we're not going to look at all this stuff. It's a lot of other things that deal with pricing when we really only care about the buy box price. Most of the products we're looking for is going to have a buy box price anyway. So um, again, any of the couple viewers want to pick a category for me, I will take a look. If you want me to look at a specific category, and maybe I'll change the rank based on that too, right? If we pick like a pet products, we want to go a little bit lower than 150K, but certain categories that might work. So let me know in the comments what category should we source. Okay, so new offer count. Again, we're gonna pick like 5 maybe, and then we will see. Uh, that's gonna get rid of any. I mean, look at how many products I got rid of. There's so many people. Yeah, 1.3 million all the way. We go 5. Let's see what 4 does. So still quite a bit, but if we go 5, okay, 150K looks like a decent number here. So new offer count, right? 5. We're looking at maybe a 30-day average. We want to go um, a minimum of like 5 as well. The reason for this is like maybe something's been wholesale for a long time, and we've had like if we just leave this blank, right? For example, let's talk through this. The current is 5, so maybe like we see a little bit of a spike in offer count. But if we go 30-day average or 90-day average being wide open, I mean, you could be at 1 for the longest time, which kind of puts you in front of some wholesale products, which we don't really want. So we'll just put like 90-day average 5 and see how that goes. So again, I took away a decent amount of products here. Not going to worry about the rest of this. We're not sorting by any specific sellers. We do want to. We don't really care about used products. I don't think this took away all that many, but again, we're not worried about that. So then we go down to 90-day out of stock percentage. Again, Amazon, we want them basically out of stock the entire time. So like 75% of the time, Amazon's gonna be out of stock or more. So that's what we're gonna look forward to. And then I think didn't get any suggestions on the category, but we're gonna go with we're gonna try tools and home improvement. Let's just try tools and home improvement. Look, we're already down to 1,700 products. Might be able to get that a little bit lower. So the weight is in grams. I probably could change the settings on that, but I know that like 5 pounds is like 2,300 grams. So ideally, we're finding products that are under 2,300 grams or 5 pounds, because we don't want to be dealing with like an 8-pound item and we got to buy 10 of them. Then that's just going to be like super undesirable for the prep center and whatever. It's just not a good product to source. Let's see if narrowing this down does anything. Okay, so the item weight or the package weight, whatever, they're not too much different from each other, but just something to look at. So we're looking at the item weight. Okay, so then that's basically it. I mean, we could play around with like the reviews or the rating, maybe a minimum rating of 3, just so it has like a couple ratings, right? You could do like a review count. Not super important. Did we even get anything narrowed down from doing that? Not really. So we'll just leave that blank. But we have basically narrowed this down. Let's see if we go a little bit tighter on the sales rank, maybe we can get that number a little bit better, like 125. Yep. Okay, so then we see, yeah, we just got it to under 1,000 products. Okay, so now we can actually just start searching. I think we got a pretty good list here of search criteria, and hopefully that brings us some good products. So what we want to do is adjust our stuff here a little bit. Looks a little wonky. So we want our buy box prices to be displayed over here so we can kind of get a sense of what we're looking at right next to the product. So this is how I like to configure. The 90-day sales rank average is probably important. I mean, the current you can have right next to it just to compare like how much discrepancy there is. Let's see, what else do we want? We know it's tools. We don't care about drops, but we do care about the picture, right? The title, obviously, we can maybe make that a little bit bigger. And then, we're going to be using the Amazon button. Let's see. I don't think we care about any of that stuff. We do not really care what the seller is. Let's see. Anything else here that I would care about? I don't think so. There's so much data that you can look at here, but basically everything that Keepa offers, they have it sitting here. So what I'm going to do is just look at kind of I can sort by price, I can sort by rank, and then just kind of go from there. I do sometimes like looking at some of the lower rank, some of the better ranked products first. I don't want to look at stuff that's too low rank because a lot of times that's going to be just product that we can't find or Amazon, only a wholesaler can find it. But let's just take a look at some of these. So like paint, probably want to avoid something like that. It might be, even though it's not super heavy, it just could be messy or something. So let's see here. So we got a 3-pack, $56. Let's just try that. So basically, I know some people have gotten where you like hover over the product title and it shows the Keepa chart. You can click on it too to get the Keepa chart, but that just adds more clicks. So this thing's ranked really well. The price is super steady, but one seller seems to be dominating recently. Whatever. We'll just look at it on Amazon. So you click that little A button, takes you to the Amazon page. We got to remember it's a 3-pack. We got to make sure we got the right one. So we're looking for that number. So we'll look at seller amp here. It's a 3-pack. Let's just make sure we have the best variation too, or at least a variation that's decent. So that's what we're going to look for here. So we see $56. So this one's pretty far down, actually, that 3-pack. Less than 1% of the reviews. So probably not one we care to look at, actually. It's a good thing we went and looked at this. But this one, yeah, still, it's got 30 reviews, but the rating actually went down in the last 3 months. So we're going to try to find something that's on the move upward. So we can see like this one, even though $16 is cutting it close. These ones actually have a good amount of reviews and the rating is kind of on an upslope. So that's what we care to see. Let's try this one first. 100 amp Q2100. So we'll look at this variation first, and then we'll just see if it's on Google. So again, the chart looks really solid, surprisingly. Must be hard to find, but there are 40 sellers on it. So, but again, you think there's like, oh, that's way too many sellers. But to maintain a 2K rank in any category, you have to sell a good amount of times per month. So if 40 people are finding this profitable, 100 amp 1-pack, then maybe we can too. We can only really get to 37. So $21 is basically our max cost here. So let's see if we can get even close to that. I'm not sure. Let's see, what are we looking for? So we want Q2100. When you have like serial numbers or codes that like, or manufacturing part numbers that are like really specific and you need to have that exact one, you can actually put quotes around the serial number in Google, and it will basically only put stuff in the search that has that exact, and whatever's in the quotes, it has that exact written. So if you want to really, scope out the this barcode or the manufacturer code, whatever, that'll actually narrow it down. So you remove all of the other ones that are close, right? Because they could have listed like Q2200 or 50 amp, not the 100 amp. So just something to keep in mind. This is a $420 for a 6-pack. That's interesting. 37. Yeah, we're looking for like $21. So we got to really get this down. Q240. See, some of these are just not the same product, and that 100 amp is going to be pretty beefy and pretty hard to find. So, we're just going to look through And a lot of these sites I've noticed are just like ones that if you, especially if you're not in the space, you just haven't heard of it much. So definitely do your checks on like Trustpilot and stuff to make sure you got a website that's worth trusting. And then also on some of this stuff, make sure you're not buying used. If the price is way too good to be true, it probably is. But again, let's check this one. This is probably like maybe our best bet here. We're selling 1 packs for 75 bucks. But if you get a 6 pack, uh, for 420 bucks, that is, no, wait, that's not even close. What am I talking about? Yeah, this one's not close. I thought maybe we'd get a little bit closer in price. I thought it was for 10 of them. Nope, it is for 6. So even 10% is not going to get us anywhere close. 36, 37 bucks. We need to, that's like basically what it's selling for. So when you see that, don't spend too much time on the product. Move on to the next one because you're just going to sit and waste time. So we see another 3-pack. It's a little bit different product, the Q140. Let's see. It's a little bit smaller. So a lot of times these bulkier ones, if you just look, they're going to be more expensive. Some of the thinner, circuit breakers are maybe a little bit cheaper. So if we can find this max cost, my guess is going to be probably close to like $13, 15 maybe, depending on how heavy it is. So we just got to keep that in mind. Like, once you start to, okay, it's actually like 17, 18 bucks. So basically that means we have to find each one for like $6. If you look at these enough, you might know that's a little bit hard to do. So, but we'll look anyway, right? We're going to check. So we got one $7, but this is a 40 amp. Okay. So we just got to make sure we have the 40 amp. And sometimes I also find that you get a better search if you remove like the pack of 3, because Google's trying to search the pack of 3, right? They're trying to look for specifically a pack of 3. Most sites aren't selling these as packs of 3, but Amazon is. So I'm going to just remove that and see if we get any better search results. Again, if we really wanted to narrow in, we could put quotations around the Q140. But I think I should be able to find, here's a Q140, $13. Again, we need to be $17 for 3 of them. So that's going to be tough. Let's look at a couple more here. Unwind Travels, thanks for joining in, man. Any tips for ungating in Laura Mercer? I think for that brand, do they sell that at like an Ulta or Sephora? I know that would probably get you ungated, but I don't know, I guess, where it's sold. If you buy directly from their website, I know sometimes they run discounts like 15% off first purchase and stuff like that. So try that out. Maybe that will help you get the ungate, but you got to buy 10 of them, of course. So keep that in mind. If they don't allow you to buy 10 on the website, you can buy 5 twice and submit both invoices when you are ungating, and that should get you ungated as well. As long as they see a combined purchase of 10 of the same specific item, that's what they care about. Okay, so I'm not seeing that narrow one. That's 40. That's a 40 amp, 40 amps. So yeah, look at one of them, $70. Come on, how can they charge that? Okay, so we are not having luck with those types of products. Maybe we switch away from that. $95 drill bit. Let's see if that gets us anything. Okay, so this one has a lot of variations too. When you get a lot of variations in a category that you're not super familiar with, make sure that you're buying stuff that's, a little bit faster moving. You don't want to buy something that's like a 70K rank and has this many variations. That's just going to be tough to, get a ton of sales. And we can look at the Keepa charts to hopefully help us understand that. Looks like it's mostly an FBM product people are finding. Let's look at the offers and see if anybody else is finding this product, or is it just FBM? Okay, it looks like it's only FBM, and maybe that's the only way to find it profitably. Amazon has sold it in the past, but let's just look at variations quick and see if that is what we want to source here. This specific one, we got 1/2 inch shank, 37 millimeter. Come on now. Okay. So 1/2 inch shank, 37. Okay, so Amazon's on a lot of these. That makes some sense, and they're all cheap. So why is this one so expensive? If I can find it. Did I pass it up? So many variations. Holy cows. Okay, so there are some. The bigger ones are more expensive. That makes sense. When there's this many variations, copy the ASIN and you put that into the ASIN. Uh, go find it. Here you go. Filter ASIN. You don't have to search a million times for it. Okay, so Amazon is not on it, but it does not have 1 rating. So that should tell you no reviews, no ratings. It doesn't really matter how many people are on this or FPM or whatever, but look, I mean, Amazon's basically the only one who's gotten sales on this thing. Some people have in stock, but to me, it's just not worth it. So I am going to move on to the next one. 6 pack. Yeah, I don't think we'll get it profitable there. Again, those are tough to find here. $34 for a 40 amp. I don't know. I guess we'll look. I don't know enough about these, these circuit breakers to write it off just yet. Oh, this is a 2-pack. That's going to be tough. $17 for a 2-pack. I'll be surprised if we find one for a 1-pack for 17. Okay, so we're seeing that we need the Q240. Maybe we put that in quotes, give us a little bit better search results. Okay, so we got Q240, $16. Again, we got to like cut that in half almost. 16, 18, 15. This is the exact picture. So Ace, $15.99. But again, we're not really finding it for a 2-pack, right? So that's going to be tough. So again, we don't want to spend too much time on the one variation or one product if we know that it's going to be really hard to find. So we are just going to keep moving here. Let's see, Milwaukee. Milwaukee might be okay, but I know there's a lot of competition with Milwaukee products. I don't know, let's just look anyways and just see what's going on. Okay, so we got one. The price seems pretty flat. There are a lot of OA sellers in the past, at least up to 40. So maybe we can find this 2-pack, for $80. But again, this is like one of these products, right, where we want to maybe put in quotes like this big serial number, because that's going to really get rid of all of the other variations or things that are not where at the price we want to have it. And then you just want to double check, right? Make sure things are the right variation or the right product. This one's on sale, but I don't think we're going to quite get there. We got a 2-pack. Let's see, 5, 18 volt, 2-pack. Yeah, maybe that one's it. That one's $69.99. Again, this maybe is the same one as well, but it's $129. That's basically what we'd be selling it for. So replacement lithium ion. Yeah, the replacement ones, if this is a replacement, it's from the similar site here, similar price at least. Yeah, let's just look. Let's look. Why not? Okay, so we got Ace Hardware. Again, $70 off with Ace Rewards exclusive. That's pretty nice. But again, I don't know if that's even, we're still not quite cheap enough, right? This is like 90 some bucks, 99. So that's not going to cut it. If we got like a 10% off, maybe we would get somewhere, but I still don't think 9 times. Okay. Getting a little bit better. But again, that's not going to work for us. So let's try this site. This site has it cheap, but why? Yeah, so on something like this, we definitely want to look for the exact part number. 6% off. That's interesting. So yeah, we want to look for the exact part number here. So we have like 4811, 1840, 4811, 1850. So it's not even the right product. Unless they have the 8 and 1850. Okay, so they actually do have its replacement part number for that, but provides. This is, to me, it seems like it's a replacement battery. So I don't think it's like brand new. It's like a refurbished replacement, and we can maybe see that in the reviews or something. It took a long time to get. So far, so good. Amazing batteries. Looks great. Hmm. Yeah, for that price, see that price just maybe looks a little bit too good to be true. So, because 66.99, I mean that's 52% ROI seems a little much. Again, but we want the exact batteries. We don't want uh, you know, a refurbished or anything like that because the customer will complain and we could get our account dinged. So we don't want that to happen. Yeah, we'll probably skip this one. All right. We've been going for like 25 minutes. We'll go maybe like another 5-10 minutes and then wrap it up for the night. So we got a digital fluke. We got $44. Max cost going to be around 20. Might be a little tricky, but we'll see here. Oh, 25 bucks. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. So eBay, which that's probably maybe. Guess we'll see. Stay away from DHgate. It's all fake products. I'm only seeing these two are the only ones that look. It's that 101, Fluke 101. But Zoro has it, maybe. DigiKey, I don't know. We want to see the exact one, right? So we'll open some of these sites. Doesn't hurt to scroll down and maybe find it, find it on a different site that we wouldn't think. But again, if we find it on eBay, yeah, we never know. Are those batteries considered dangerous goods or hazmat? If so, how do you ship to FBA? So yeah, if you have a which something with like that comes with a battery, or if it's got a rechargeable battery, probably going to be dangerous good. Doesn't show it because I'm not logged into Amazon right now, but basically, if you're not in the dangerous good program, which you have to be invited into, you are going to have to. You can still sell it, but you have to do merchant fulfilled. If you do FBM, again, it might be a little bit more profitable to do FBM. Not really sure, but you can't send if you are part of the program, the dangerous goods program. You can sell hazmat stuff. Basically, you have to send it when you put that into Inventory Lab. It's going to, or even Seller Central, it's going to create a separate shipment for those products, and they actually don't let you purchase a label through Amazon. You have to go to UPS, write down the address that it's going to go to, right? They'll print off the label that Amazon needs to receive it in, but they won't give you a UPS label to ship it to the warehouse. So you have to go do that separately, which you can go to UPS or USPS and get the label. Um, it's just a little bit more expensive than what Amazon would help, but I think they just don't want the liability of shipping batteries or fragile or potentially hazardous products. So that's why they make you go get the label separately. But that's there's some it's kind of like there's just less people in the program, so it's a little bit of a like an advantage. You're not competing against a ton of other people, and it is battery powered. But if it doesn't come with batteries, it won't be dangerous good. It's only when its batteries are included, and it looks like the batteries are included here. So something to think about. On a product like this, let's see, we got brand new for is it new? Yeah, yeah, it's new. So someone on eBay is selling it for 24.89. Let's see what does come with it. So you get the plugs for it too, which is nice. They have 9 available. What you could do, US shipping is $20. That's not nice. Basically, yeah, what you would want to do is on something like this, because shipping is expensive, you could try to reach out to the seller and say, hey, I want to buy all 9 that are available. Can you make it free shipping? Looks like this is in South Korea. Am I reading that right? So maybe this is a seller you would want to avoid. It looks like they only have an 83% positive feedback rate as well. So just be careful on eBay. Don't want to buy anything that's not fully new, or if the seller's not trusted with returns and stuff like that. Let's see, Fluke. Probably won't find it cheap enough here, but I guess we'll see where they want us to buy it. So yeah, you got to go through a sales team on the Fluke website. Let's see. Fluke 101. I don't see prices here. Yeah, they're referring you to Amazon to actually buy it. So probably won't find it profitable here. Thanks, man. Did you get hit with any IP claims from Hoka shoes? I did not. I didn't get any complaints, but I also deleted my listings like yesterday. Not sure if they sent out the complaints sooner than that, but did not get anything to my account. But luckily, I didn't have anything in stock and I sold out of everything, deleted it, good to go. So I know a lot of people got hit with that. Did get a weird, like, a lot of the Nike backpacks got like taken down and they got sent with the hit with like a food and safety product IP complaint, but it doesn't hurt your actual rating, your score. So really weird why that would happen, but hopefully that gets reversed soon because of the what am I trying to say here? The back to school time. It's like everyone's selling backpacks and stuff. Is that all the listings get taken down, all the good ones? So have to do some investigating there, but we will see. We got some garage door lifts. And maybe we're not going to have a ton of luck in this sub 10K stuff. So maybe we would be better off, scrolling down a little bit or even going back to the search and looking at stuff that's like 10, 15K. Maybe we'll have a better chance at finding products there, or we can even remove maybe the limit on how much this key buy box price can move. That might limit things on actual products we're worth looking at too, but we will see. So we got the original version, $36, sells a good amount of times. Can we get a 2-pack for $20? Well, that's the thing. So looks like 2-pack, $19. Whoa. Is it the right one? 811 LM dip switch. Is it LiftMaster branded though? It says for LiftMaster, but I'm not seeing the LiftMaster logo on there, which is kind of what we want to see. It looks like it's like a replacement for your LiftMaster. You can kind of see like they don't quite look the same here. This one says LiftMaster. Let me just open some of these. LMX remote control on sale. I don't know. It definitely looks interesting. Let's just make sure we got the right one. Yeah, we want the LiftMaster. Let's look at what it looks like. So it actually looks like this one, but this is only like a 1-pack. So we need that LiftMaster logo on there, and we want it to be a 2-pack. So that one looks similar. This one looks similar. Not quite the same. This one looks similar, but it's eBay, not cheap enough. eBay. Okay. So a lot of 2. Capital One Shopping's telling us something. Walmart looks like it's got it, but $43 is too expensive. LiftMaster, probably not going to get it cheap enough. So yeah, let's just take a look. This one, yeah, it looks the same, but it's definitely not. It's like a replacement part. So let's see, this one, we got $17.95, but that's for a 1-pack. You buy 10 of them, you get them for 15. We're still only getting $30 total, so that's not going to work. We'll exit out of some of these. Yeah, $19.98, definitely not cheap enough. Definitely the same product though. Yeah, this is gonna be tough to find. Let's see, 2-pack. No, I wish. $17.97. Okay, let's look at this 14. We're getting a little closer, but again, we need it to be like, what's the max cost? $20. We need it to be like $10 max. Let's see, and we're not even getting close to that. So $14 if we buy 50, which is not a huge percentage off. So this product is probably not going to work for us. But again, if I like went down the list a little further, right? Maybe I went to page 3 or 4 to try to get, or I can just go into my events filter. We can set a top line or bottom minimum of like 10,000. Get rid of some of those products. Sometimes those lower products are just really hard to find. And it didn't even take away that many. So I probably could have kept scrolling and then got into the 10,000. But let's look at like one more product here and then see if we can get something. So this is a 4 amp rechargeable battery Cobalt brand. I don't know. I haven't looked at this stuff much. Maybe this one's a little bit better to look at. We'll look at both of them and then I'll wrap it up here. Okay, so we got a trip lever for a toilet. 11K, still decent, right? That's going to sell pretty well. We need this for $23. It's a variation listing. Yeah, $40, 39 bucks is probably the price we want to be listed at. So, because in the past we've seen it, as low as 38 now for super long. But $40 seems pretty stable. Here's 38 in the past, but I think we could probably sell it for like 39, 40 bucks. I'll just do 40. And again, we're at $22. That white cream color, colonial white, is probably pretty popular if I had to guess. I think that's what most standard toilets are. So hopefully that's towards the top. So chrome, I guess, is number one, cotton white. We got to go all the way down to colonial white, 1%. 11K. I mean, this one might get a little bit of sales, but again, Amazon's on all the other ones, so we don't really have a choice but to only get this one. So I guess we'll see here. Google, we'll see. We need this. We kind of need this to be the right one. And again, we're looking for we're looking for like the rod, the flush handle, and this little nut on there. So again, we got a part number, so maybe the part number is something we want to specifically look at, and hopefully, again, stay away from DHgate. We're looking at $22. That's what I was looking for. 22 bucks. ST74. So maybe Walmart has different variations. Maybe this one has different variations. Again, that it does. We don't have like we could put colonial white in there. Maybe that would be a better search. Okay, so we do have that. Wayfair is selling it apparently. 35 bucks. Not going to get us there. 36, 36, 35, 29. Okay, so yeah, when you're actually looking at the product, it is hard to find cheap enough. 35. Let's see what we got here. So the chrome one, unfortunately, not going to get us. It's if this was the right one, we could probably sell, right? Like if this one was, I guess 19. Yeah, that one's cheap. So markets knows what it's doing with some of this stuff. But let's just quick see if this has any other colors. No, it looks like it's just the chrome. This one's going to be hard to find. So let's check this last product here. Let's see. We got 155. In the past, it's been as low as like 130, 140. So price is a little inflated, but and the offer count doesn't really like attest to why it's inflated. So, but we'll try to find it for 91 bucks. We're looking 40 volt cobalt. Batteries are included, so it is a hazmat dangerous goods product. But again, we need this for like under $100. Let's see what we can find. We got it for, at Lowe's. We need 4 amp hour charger. This one's a 2 amp hour. Here's the 4 amp hour. eBay. Might be a little tricky to find here. Let's go shopping. A little bit more digging. Let's see. Yeah, Lowe's, this is not the right one. If it was, that might be the right price. But yeah, this one's going to be tricky to find here. Discounts today, this is the right one, but it's not cheap enough. Again, we want this to be profitable enough for us. 87, 2 amp hour. Dang. So that would have been the right price. 4 amp hour, but eBay used. Yeah, it's going to be a tricky one. Let's see. eBay. Yeah, we want to probably stay away from eBay on electronics to sell brand new on Amazon. But let's stop the share here. Appreciate you guys sticking around. Hopefully you got some value out of my Keepa product finder, at least looking at how to build the search to make a list of products that is actually worth looking at. I mean, we got like a 22 million search all the way down to like 800 products. So if you have a virtual assistant, you can have them go through that product list. Otherwise, you can just chug away at it, see if you get any luck, and then you can kind of maybe reverse source off of a good product that you find, see if any other sellers are selling that product in the future too. So hope you guys found some value out of this, and I will see you in the next live.